Hello, today we're gonna do a VOD review of this Platinum D.Va player. I watched through this VOD a little bit quickly before, so let's see what they can do better. We can have a look at our team composition a little bit at the start. That's always a good idea to just press tab and look at what your team is picking and think a little bit about how you're gonna play around that. So we see here that we have For Mercy and Lucio and Ryan and Widow. So for us that means that we're gonna have very little healing because the Mercy wants to pocket the Pharah for the most part. So we're only gonna have mainly Lucio heals and maybe a little bit of Mercy healing sometimes. So that means that we should play a little bit more conservative with our HP, and we can't take too much damage because then we won't get healed up. So we want to play a little bit more slow. We don't want to just rush in there and like brawl instantly. We have a lot of spam with the For Mercy and the Widow. We have a lot of long range. So we want to take it a little bit slow and let these people spam out the enemies, and just give our DPS time to deal damage, basically. So yeah, we want to play this slow. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and the enemy team also, we now have a Widow now, and they have a Junk, so we want to think about what our job is here as D.Va, right? One of the things we could do is contest the Widow if she's in a spot, if we're in a position where that's possible. Eating Junk nades and Junk mines is also a pretty good idea. So those are the main things, I guess. There's also, you can eat BAP heals, you can eat micro missiles from D.Va. Those are also options. And if Orion wants to go in and swing, then that's a good time to use our Matrix over him to let him swing without taking too much damage. Here we use our micro missiles in a way that's like, I don't really love this, honestly. Micro missiles is a very important ability on D.Va. Like it's a lot of burst damage, and if you use it right now on this range, the only thing you're really doing is like forming your ult slightly, but you're also giving the enemy supports ult charge, obviously. So it's like, it's a trade. It's like negated. It's not really all that valuable on this range. You're not threatening to kill anyone. So I would rather have just save these for the fight, because the fight's gonna happen pretty soon, right? So you might not have them when the fight actually starts now. Yeah. See, right now you can see Orion through the wall, and he's walking up and wants to swing. Like he's starting to walk up and swing. So this is the point in time where you want to be ready to matrix your Orion, and where you want to have your micro missiles to shoot at the enemy Ryan or whoever he's swinging on, or someone else is low, So this time you weren't really in a position to do that. You would have wanted to be a little bit further here. It's a good spot when your Ryan starts to push in here. If you take this spot, you have a little bit of cover here. Also, you have an angle, you have an off angle from the main core of your team. And if you stand right here, and when your Ryan starts pushing in and swinging, if you put your matrix over him like this, from this spot to here, or you can put it behind the enemy Rein even. It's even better. And they start to swing around this corner. Then you're gonna eat the damage from all of these people. And you're also gonna eat the healing from the enemy BAP actually, because he's gonna be healing his Rein here on the floor. And if you put your Matrix behind the enemy Rein, when your Reins are trading right here, and you also use micro missiles on the enemy Rein, that's the maximum value you can get. Like, that's insane value. But right now, unfortunately, you wasted them a little bit over here, and then you were not ready in position when your Rein were swinging. So you need to be able to read your main tank a little bit. If you're not using voice comms, or he's not talking, he's not like, it would be very good if he told you, I'm gonna go in and swing now, you know, so you're ready, you're in position to Matrix. But in comp, you know, that might not happen, but you can still try to read him. You can still, you know, expect him to go in and swing right here, right? Like, you should probably expect that. This is another thing. I think you should know that the Widow is here, because she took a shot here before. So if you heard that or saw that, then, you know, that's another thing you could be dealing with. You don't want to be dealing with that right at the moment where your Rein is pushing in though, because then he really needs your help, he needs your Matrix and stuff. But after that, or before that, you know, that could be a good time to go on the Widow. Yeah, like right now, if you had micro missiles on this Rein, it would be very good, for example. Yeah, and now you should... let's see. Yeah, I don't love this booster in, honestly. Maybe you're trying to boop the enemy Rein back in or something. That's a good idea, I guess, but unfortunately he starts backing off, like the enemy Rein starts backing off, and it's not really gonna work. And the other thing is that you're exposing yourself kind of hard to a lot of damage right here. Like, you can't Matrix when you're flying like this, like you can't Matrix the enemy from here. So if the BAP starts shooting at you, if the D.Va starts shooting at you, you know, this guy starts shooting at you while you're flying here, there's nothing stopping them from doing that, right? Then you're gonna take a shit ton of damage. You're in the open right now and you're flying across like this. You should be very careful about doing this. I know you have full HP and stuff, but you, as I said, you had a low healing in this comp. If you had Baptiste or something instead of Mercy, and you had other DPS, then, you know, it would be more fine to use more of your HP. Yeah, like, instead of flying in like this, I would just have, when I see he's getting low like this is the moment where I start matrixing behind the enemy Rein so he can't get healing, because this is when he really needs healing, otherwise he might die. The enemy Rein, if your Rein starts swinging, if your Pharah shoots a rocket at him, and if you had micro missile up and you eat the healing, like, he's gonna die for sure. Yeah. Here you use a lot of matrix. Like, I guess it's fine. Like, your Rein, you know, it's not a maximum value matrix or anything, but your Rein is walking in, and you would have taken a decent amount of damage, I guess. So it's not bad. Right now, I would really love if you took more of an angle. I would say this angle right here. There's decent cover right here. You can't really get shot by the enemy without them having to walk out here and really focus on you. Another option is up here, I guess, but like, this is more safe for you. You can't get shot right here. Like, you can just take cover if you get shot. But the downside of being up here is obviously that you don't do as much damage from this range. Also, you can't actually matrix much from this range. Down here you can matrix the enemy team or your Reinhardt. So if you feel confident going here, if you think it's safe enough, if you have high enough HP, then this is like really good, because you can matrix the whole enemy team from this angle. As we said before, from this position you would be able to matrix the whole enemy team. And also the other benefit of taking an off angle is that the enemy team has to they have to focus on two sides. Like they have to look at your Rein, or they have to look at you, and they can't look at both at the same time. And whoever they're looking at is gonna take the most of the damage. Like if they're looking at your Rein, then you're gonna be able to do a lot here. You're gonna be able to do a lot of damage and stuff because you're uncontested. But if they look at you and they don't look at your Rein, then your Rein is gonna be free to swing and do a lot of damage. But right here you're not much of a threat, honestly. Like you're dealing medium damage from this range on the enemy Rein, but you're not able to distract the enemy or take their attention really by, like you would by going this spot right here. So off angles, like not having the same angle of approach as your Reinhardt or as the core of your team, is extremely important on all off tanks. Okay. Just gonna see. Yeah, so you start matrixing here when your Rein is low and the shield went down. That's really good. I don't know if you really need to fly in here though. Like, if you're matrixing, then he's gonna be fine, right? If you fly in here, then you're just risking yourself taking a lot of damage right now, because, well, now your boosters ended and your matrix ran out, and you're gonna be stuck here in the front of the enemy team, and your Rein won't be able to help you because it's so low, right? So you could just have, you know, stood still here and matrix him, and it would have been fine. Yeah. I got trapped there. That's unlucky that you didn't see the trap, I guess. Happens to, you know, to anyone. Like, during this time, all this time, by the way, you didn't contest the Widow once, and there was definitely a time where you could have done that, I think. Like, after you use your Matrix to help your Rein push in, like when you can't do much more in the front line here to help your Rein, if you use your Matrix, if you use your micro missiles maybe, and you help your Rein get an advantage here, then you should be looking to contest the Widow. Like right here, if you didn't use your boosters like this, you just held Matrix, and then you could have gone after. Oh wait, the Widow died actually. He switched to McCree. Okay. Well, yeah. Never mind then. Okay. Skip forward a bit. I think you. Yeah. You guys win this and cap. Now you don't have mech, but no one's on the cart, so you can just stay on the cart while getting mech passively. That's fine. Yeah, should let him take cover. That's good. Okay. Nice, you backed off from the window, so you guys had time to kill it. Okay. Yeah, or just remake, honestly, like... Okay, you can try to go for the remake kill, I guess, but it's pretty low chance that it's gonna work, honestly. Yeah. Here, like, I don't love this matrix, to be honest. You start matrixing here. That's super early. Okay, I can't see it now for some reason. Okay, for some reason the matrix is not showing up in the third person, but the matrix is not eating anything right here. Obviously, like the range is quite short. It's only 10 meters, so it's only reaching to about this spot right here. This is where it's at, where it ends, and you needed to reach like this spot for it to do anything, or to here or something. So you start doing it way too early, and then you fly in to like get in range fast or something. But like, does your Ryan really need the matrix? Is he even pushing with this HP? Like you saw, he was low HP, right? Your Ryan should just be chilling, right? He's not gonna push in and just go ham with this low HP. Or if he does, then, you know, it's like he's just feeding, right? You need to get closer before you do this and assess the situation. Like, what am I matrixing here? Like here, you matrix 2 Lucio shots or something that we're missing anyway, like that we're gonna miss. And now you put yourself in a very risky position right here. Yeah, you're like, you have an off angle from your Ryan, that's really good. You can micro missile this Ryan in the back, that's really good. You can probably kill this Ryan, honestly, but you should have matrix right now. Like you should have almost full matrix right now, and you're gonna take a shit ton of damage from these guys, which could be okay because you're full HP. And if you just matrix, there's this Ryan behind him, like in the back, and your micro missile, you're gonna eat healing. You're not gonna eat McCree shots maybe because he's gonna shoot at you, but this is a very open position, like you're very exposed. This, however, could be an option because now you're hiding from the enemy team, and you can micro missile the Ryan and eat the healing by matrixing right behind him like this. You want to matrix kind of low also because the enemy bat might try to splash on the ground, like on his feet. So you want to matrix somewhat low on the enemy Ryan and just go for micro missiles, and he's gonna die. And you're very safe here, right? You're gonna eat McCree shots as well with your matrix. Your Ryan's gonna be fine. Everything is all good. Here you're more exposed. You don't even know who's here. Like honestly, there could be a Junkrat just right here and you wouldn't know because you just flew in here, kind of blind, matrixing, landing in the middle of the enemy team. Like if there was another DPS character here with like a Hanzo with Stormbow ready to spam you out, like you would just die, right? So this is way too aggressive, way too, like you don't have any info on what's going on here. You just wanted to fly in here, not use your matrix too much, unless your Ryan was really going in on 1 HP. You want to land here and kill the enemy Ryan. Yeah, you do end up killing him, but you take you know, a chunk of damage. You could have been even more. Okay. You need to go after this D.Va. He's contesting your high ground people. The enemy D.Va's just feeding here because he's alone pretty much. There's only Lucy here. It's not really helping out. He's like 1v3-ish. He should just die here. He used boosters, he used matrix. Like, you should be a free kill and you need to protect your squishes. Honestly, I would not just, like, before this even happened here, you guys have control of the court now. You guys have map control, kind of. You're on it on court, so Now the enemy team needs to push into this area, right? And this is where you guys as a team want to take good positions that make it hard for the enemy to walk in. So that means usually taking high grounds and angles, like angles on the enemy team when they walk in. So this is one angle, right? Obviously if the enemy team comes from here, there's the main angle right here, which your Ryan is probably going to be holding. And from where maybe your Luce is going to be spamming a little bit. Your Ana is going to be around here maybe when they start coming in. So you have this main angle. And then your Widow is up here. This is one angle. So one option for you could be over here even. You have good cover here. It's pretty safe, like you're a little bit ahead of your team, but you have boosters to fly out if you need. You can shoot them, shoot enemies from above in the head when they start walking in. So they're gonna be distracted, they're gonna be looking at you, they're gonna say, guys, there's D.Va up there, like, we have to clear her out or something. Or otherwise, if they don't clear you out, if they just keep walking to go on your Rhine, well, then you have a lot of chance to kill someone here if you micro missile. You know, you can booster in, booster out, you know. There's a lot of things you can do from the high grounds. This could be a position, but then it's way too passive. Like, if you think the fight's gonna happen around this corner here, then this is way too far back. So yeah, and there's not much cover here, honestly. So yeah. But up here around this area, I would say it's good. Like, again, use all of your matrix here just for some poke. I guess it's kind of okay because the fight's not really started properly. But yeah, be careful about using a lot of matrix and a lot of cooldowns like this. If the fight's about to start, then you know you're not gonna have it. You can just chase this D.Va, honestly. Okay, I like it. I think you could have killed her if you walked after her and just used your micro missiles. Yeah. Now your Pharah, like, barraging on you, your matrix to keep her alive. Very good. Okay, so I guess it's an okay bomb. Like, if you think it's gonna get the McCree or the BAP here, or have a chance to get the Lucio. You guys do have a lead in this fight, but it's not won yet or anything. So yeah, I think this, like, you do have full HP. Oh wait, the baby D.Va is here. Okay. Like, this is a bit of an RNG bomb, not gonna lie. Wait, I'm just gonna... Oh, the enemy D.Va gets demeched here. You should have heard that, or you should have known that. Like, you could hear the demech sound, and you could probably see that she went out of mech, right? Oh yeah, okay, you do. I mean, you should go and kill the baby D.Va, right? Like, yeah, she's alone here. She only has the drone. It's gonna expire in like 3 seconds. You should just go and maybe you thought she dropped down or something. Maybe if it looked like she went down here, but now you have walls on her even. You should just go and kill her before you bomb or anything. She's a free kill here, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you saw this get through the wall and you just thought that, you know, they can't escape, maybe. But, like, if the enemy BAP just reacts faster, then, you know, or it's just a little bit better, or if the Rein managed to shield him, like, I don't know. I don't think it's a great bomb, honestly. Like, if you just kill the enemy Baby D.Va, then you're already one person up, and you guys have so good positions. I wouldn't bomb this early, like, because you had full HP on your mech almost, and you had like your cooldowns and everything, so it's not like you're getting much back by bombing. Okay, you didn't have full cooldowns really, but you know. Nah, I don't know why you're not helping your Rein right now. Like, there is already a person on the court, the Ana. You don't need to be on court. Your Rein's fighting right now, he needs your help. Okay, you go in now, but it's way too late. And now you end up in the enemy team with no Matrix and no boosters again. Which has happened before. That's not good, you know. You could have used your boosters earlier here. Fly, stop your fly when you land behind your Reinhardt, or when you land around the corner here, so you have cover, and then you start matrixing when you're in range, and then, you know, you're fine because you have Rein shield, or you have cover, or you can, you know, you can jump up here or something. Yeah, not the greatest positioning. Like, because the thing is, right, one person, I don't know if you're trying to rush the court or something, like make it go faster so you cap faster or something, but one person on the court compared to two people on the court is a very minor increase in the court speed, actually. Like, it only goes, I think, 16% faster or something if there's two people on it, or 15, somewhere around that. If there's two people on it rather than one, and that's very minor compared to what you could be helping out with here. Your Rein might even die here if he, like, your Rein is at risk of dying here. You need to help him. Like, losing one guy is like losing your main tank is massive. Then the enemy team is just gonna win and the contest anyway. Yeah, and now you go way too far. You use your matrix, you know, when your Rein already backed off. Okay. Here you just stay for way too long. Like, your boosters just came up, so right now the call should just be fly in here, insta, grab the mega, try to live somehow. The D.Va might chase you. You get a little bit of matrix back. You matrix her. You try to escape by flying up here or something, or getting out, maybe, if you're lucky. Or you can fly around here and try to take cover and hope that this mega's up and get healing, maybe. You know, one of those. Here, just stay a little bit too long. Yeah. Yeah. Here you have used all your matrix. When this is the situation, you used all your matrix. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense, right? You have two people dead, your Rein's just waiting around the corner, you're waiting to regroup, like, and you're like here fighting or something, you know. If you're gonna, like, you want to know the situation, you need to probably look behind you if you don't know that the enemy, that your team is behind you, like actually making use of your matrix and the space that you're trying to create here. But, you know, kind of whatever again, because you're gonna have full matrix and you're gonna have your boosters before the fight actually starts, so yeah. You're taking like a little bit too much damage as well, maybe. Yeah, this is the spot where you really want Matrix over your Rhine, and you want an off angle as usual. This could be a very good spot. It's a close, like, the reason why this is a good spot is because it's an off angle on the enemy Rhine. You have cover from the enemy team. It's very close to the enemy Rhine, so you're gonna do full damage. And yeah, that's about it, right? But instead you just have the same angle as your team, which is not as threatening. Okay, now you hear that the Junkrat's tiring. I think you should be able to hear where it's coming from somewhat, like, and you should be able to calculate that he's probably sitting up here, or he's sitting up in this window right here, one of those. So, you know, I would just instantly fly up here and try to kill him. He might blow you up with the tire, like just explode it instantly so he doesn't die. But then at least you're saving your team from potentially dying from it. And you're just gonna get demeched, and if you're lucky you're gonna get your mech back. So it's worth just going for him and trying to kill him. Let's go for the junk. Okay. Yeah. So again, you're playing too far back, honestly, like a little bit. You're not dealing full damage on enemy Rhine from here. You have beat, like you had beat HP. I don't know why you're like, I guess you're trying to kill the tire or something, but yeah, now you're Matrix. It's not the right call, unfortunately. Okay, here you go in. Good. I think that was good boosters. You went in on enemy Rhine when he was, you know, when he was low and could die, and yeah, good boosters going in here. Yeah, you lost too many people, kinda. Yeah, going after this is completely fine, I think. Even though you're gonna end up getting demeched. You didn't have micro missiles, that's unfortunate, but you end up saving your Widow. You almost killed the D.Va, but you get demeched because they chase. But that was a fine play, honestly. Like, okay. That's pretty funny. Okay, that's crazy. You didn't quite manage to kill him there. That's unlucky. Nice try. Maybe if you had, you know, a little bit better aim, or I don't know why you didn't use your boosters on him mostly. Oh wait, you didn't have boosters somewhere. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. You go around here. Okay, whatever, that's fine. Okay, well, this is not really the play, right? Like, the enemy McCree can just flash you and headshot you when you land here without your mech. Like, he needs to be contested for sure. There's a D.Va McCree behind us, above us. Like, they're just gonna roll or backline, and now you made yourself to baby D.Va. These high ground squishy DPS heroes, you probably know that that's your job, right? This is a little bit of an awkward spot because, okay, like first thing you should be able to hear that this D.Va is here and shooting at someone on your team. So you should probably go contest her first. You should hear that the enemy D.Va is here shooting. you should go up in the matrix and use your micro missiles on her. She should probably die from that with the help of your soldier. The soldier's gonna stay alive because you matrix him. Then, you know, you will be able to demech the enemy D.Va. And then after that, then you can deal with enemy McCree after you recharge your matrix a little bit, after you regain your boosters and stuff. Right here, you're like letting him, you're standing in the open, letting him shoot you for too long. Like, either just fly up to him and matrix him, or just stand under cover or something. Like, he's doing way too much damage to you right now. Yeah, like these people on the high ground, they are just killing people. Like, you mess up your booster a little bit here. Like, when the enemy D.Va bombs, you can see that the bomb is coming here. It's sliding behind you, so, or it stopped here even. Like, you're gonna die, you know that, right? Like, just go here and hide. You have boosters, you will have time to just go here and hide, or you can go around the payload. And then you can kill the baby D.Va after that. Or she's gonna remake, but you know, it's not worth dying for. Yeah. Okay. So that's where you swap to Sora, yeah. I don't know why you feel like you have to swap to Sora or anything. Like, if you're not good at Sora, if you haven't played her much, I mean, it's fine trying to learn Sora. Like, I want to learn Sora, I want to play Sora, yeah, good. But I mean, the enemy team, like D.Va is better. D.Va is just better against the enemy team, like in every situation. Like, if you look at what they have Junkrat that you can eat. Like, you want to look what you can matrix with D.Va, right? What matrix value do you have? You have Junkrat, nades and mines. You have D.Va damage and the D.Va micro missiles. You have BAP healing. You have McCree flashbang. You have McCree shots. You have fire strike, and you have a little bit of elusive spam. That's a lot of matrix value. Like, everyone on the enemy team, you can matrix something. If the enemy team instead had like Symmetra, Mei, Zarya, like 3 beam heroes, and also something that like counters D.Va a little bit. Like, there's not much that counters D.Va honestly, but like, you know, if they had those heroes plus Rein, like, then you can't matrix much, right? Then, you know, going Zarya becomes more attractive. But I don't know why you're feeling like you have to switch to Zarya. Like, it makes it even harder to contest this high ground if you're playing Zarya, because then you have to walk through here. Like, you have to walk through here in the open as Zarya, and you only have one personal to protect you, one personal bubble. Like, how are you going to clear this high ground when you're playing Zarya? It's much easier with D.Va, and you're much better with D.Va, and D.Va is much better against the enemy team comp if you play it well. So, you know. Yeah. You can, it is very possible to react to the enemy shatter and the personal bubble to block it, by the way. And, you know, like, he's obviously flank shattering. Flank shatter is, you know, a very real thing that Reins do. And if an enemy Reins ever behind you and he has shatter, then he's gonna shatter. So be ready for the shatter. Use your personal. Like, if you just expect it, you will be able to react to it for sure. And you're gonna block it for you and maybe someone else on your team as well. You're gonna block it for Ana, maybe your soldier, and he's not gonna get much of anything. Hopefully you called it out in the voice that he's behind also. Could be good. So, you know, Um, okay, yeah. Just a back off moment, maybe. Yeah, they don't push, but... Yeah, like honestly, if you use voice, you wanna tell your team to go up here. Like, tell your Ryan, go, high gun, go here, clear. Like, you need to clear these people out. These are massive problems because they have off angles. This is the stuff I was talking about, like before, that you should be taking. These different angles. They have this angle, it's the main angle, and then they have a dev up here. They usually have a McCree up here, now they have a BAP up here. This is why you're getting spawn camped. This is the reason why you can't walk out of spawn, because they're holding this area, this choke, so well. Like, they're holding it really good. And if you don't clear out these people, well, then you're just walking into the line of fire of like anyone. Your rank can only shield one spot. If you run shields here, it's getting pummeled from above here. So you guys need to be clearing out these high ground angle positions. And since you're playing Zarya now, you need to actually walk up here. You can't just boost her, so... And you're gonna need your Ryan to help you. Like, you're gonna need the whole team would be optimal to just get these people away, make them all back off the choke, and then when they're there, then you can actually take it straight on head-to-head fight, you know. Try to set up your own angles even, maybe. Okay, the enemy diva jumped down, like, you have 40 energy. You should be beaming her in the back or beaming the BAP, either. Probably the BAP, honestly, because he's a squisher, right? He might die. He's risk of dying. Okay. Right click, no, not good. Like, you don't need to right click. The beam, the primer fire beam does much more higher DPS, damage per second, than the right click does. So you only want to right click if the enemies are out of range of the beam, or if you're gonna finish them off with a right click, like they're low HP and you want to get a quick burst of damage to finish. That's when you want to right click. Or if the enemy team is like stacked 3 people and you get massive AoE damage. Your tracking is off, your right click missed. If you track them perfectly and finish with a right click, he could have died there. You're right clicking again. Decent bubble on your Ryan there, I guess, because he's walking in. Okay, now you walk in with personal. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't know about this personal bubble. Like, you need to be taking space with your bubbles. You need to be pushing aggro and making the enemy team look at you when you use bubble. Like, now you're just standing here. There's no reason for the enemy team to really look at you. You're not much of a threat. If you were here a little bit closer, actually beaming the enemy Ryan in the back, or even better this guy, which you should be beaming right now, then the enemy team might be forced to look at you, and then you use your personal. This bubble does not get any energy. That bubble was fine. It doesn't get that much. Maybe it was a little bit too early, but yeah. Right now you're playing way too passive again. You're playing way too back. Like, even before the beats comes in, you wanna create your own angle on the right side here. You wanna be pushing this diva away. You wanna be going here, even looking for juicy right clicks here, or beaming people, or you could be beaming the right in the back if you were here, making him have to shield you off like this. But then he's gonna get shot by our main team, you know, creating these angles again. Here you back off, like backing off does not make any sense. I know there's a window, but you can cross here. Like, I can almost guarantee you can cross here without dying, honestly. in this elo, or at least, okay, if you had personal, you could have done that for sure. Good bubble on your Rein here. He was stunned and he was pushing in. Really good. Yeah, turn around for the junk, please. Okay, yeah. Could have turned around a little bit earlier. That's just like reactions and realizing he's there, you know. Using your audio cues is very important. Okay. Yes, alright, I guess. Like here again. This D.Va is gonna get a really good position here. Right here. You wanna try to force her out. You wanna challenge that. You wanna bubbly Rein right now though. Yeah, good. And now you should beam the D.Va. You can just force the D.Va out, Azaria, if you have decent energy. Like if you have decently high energy, you will win that. So you can force her away from this off angle. That's more important than shooting at the Rein. You want to force away people that are on off angles. Yeah, so you start beaming her, very good. Your Rein dies because you're down people. Okay. Yeah, that was fine. You played it pretty decent, I think. Now you hear that the D.Va's above. I hope you start beaming her or something. Or okay. Yeah, very good bubbles. Yeah, just shoot at her. She's kind of feeding. Now look for grab maybe. Okay, big slam. You can just beam the baby D.Va there. Okay. Yeah, it was fine. It was you know, a fine grab. You guys, or how much were you down actually? You lost one. Okay, yeah, it was an okay grab. I think it wasn't bad, but you guys lose a lot of people like in a very short time there. Also, you walk a little bit too close to the edge here for my liking. Like, look at this guy, look at Lucio. Oh wait, he's on your team, but you know they have a Lucio as well, and they also have Doom that could punch you in. They have you know, they have D.Va who could boop you in. Maybe she's not in mech right now, but. Be very careful when you're walking close to edges like this. Like, you almost get booped in there. Yeah, you're gonna lose this fight. Yeah. Okay, bubbly Rein. Yeah, that was a little bit late, I would say. Okay. Yeah. You turn around for the McCree, but okay. Yeah. So that was the attack. I think I went pretty in detail on some things. Like I went in detail on the off angles, the positioning things you could be doing better. There were also quite a few errors with your matrix and with your micro missile usage. You know, using those cooldowns very effectively is extremely important. So I think we'll just take the defense kind of quickly. I won't pause that much. It's gonna be a lot quicker, and we're just gonna like repeat if we see, you know, some mistakes. We'll go over this kind of quickly. Okay, yeah, you want to be ready to help your Rein out when he's swinging here. You know, preferably again you would have another angle. This could be very good, or around the statue here. Probably around here, honestly, so you can matrix well, so you're well in range. When the enemy Rein pushes in, you just shoot him in the back. You can shield both of you, you can eat healing. Everything is really good. You can boost her out if you get pressured too hard. Those micro missiles don't get much. That matrix is not like you use all your matrix there when your Rein was not really in danger. The only thing that was happening was D.Va was shooting at him a little bit. He's fire striking. Yeah, you can matrix like one tick of matrix right here. But this was just too much. It looks like your Rein's like swinging a little bit, but like using all your matrix here is just way too much. Like you need to be doing this when the enemy Rein is trading with your Rein, because now if the enemy team is good, like they can just say, oh, enemy D.Va no matrix, and they can just push in maybe with their own D.Va matrix, and they should win that, which kind of happens a little bit now, but okay, you win that. Okay, I look to kill the Lucio maybe? Yeah, back off, matrix, okay. Okay, yeah, you didn't have any matrix right here. It's kinda sad, like... you are matrixing a little bit too much with spam, like random spam. I feel like if your Rein has shield and stuff, like you want to be more conservative with your matrix. You just use it when he's swinging, because if your Rein is taking cover, or if your Rein has full shield or like high shield, like there's no reason to matrix really. The only thing you're matrixing is potential for the enemy also to kill your support or something. That's like the only value you're getting basically. Yeah, this is great. This is good angling. Like your Rein is playing this side of the choke, you're playing this side of the choke. The enemy Rein can't push in. Like that's why he backed off. If you guys were all here, then he would not have backed off, I don't think. Or maybe his shield is too low. But you know, if he has full shield and you're all stacked here, then the enemy Rein is completely fine. He can just shield up when he wants and not take any damage. But if you have angles, then even if he shields, he's gonna take damage for one of the sides. So yeah, like you're flashing matrix a little bit too often, like for not much. Pretty good micro missiles there. You hit them all on the D.Va basically. Yeah, he could die. Yeah, okay. Oh, you took so much damage there. Like, yeah, that bomb is also not the greatest. Like, I don't know why you're like horde holding here so much. Like, it's like you're trying to play main tank, like horde holding this choke or something. Your Rein's not here, so You don't have any help with holding this. You don't need to hard hold this necessarily. Like, you can let them come in a little bit through this area right here, or you can just hide. You know, you can just hide around the corner so you don't take that much damage. Like, these guys, they should not die instantly because you're not hard holding it, because you're not matrixing. These guys can just use cover like this and peek in and out, and they will be fine. They should not die unless they're like, unless they mess up, or unless the enemy Hanzo gets a really lucky shot. You can matrix some Hanzo shots maybe, but you know, you don't need to hard hold this and like trade all your HP for just this poke or anything. You used all your matrix right there. And now you're bombing when you're way too close to the enemy team, so they're just gonna kill you. You need to be way further back so your baby D.Va doesn't pop out in the middle of the enemy team. Yeah. Here, this touch, by the way, I don't like. It's a 2v6 or something. Like, you're not gonna win that, obviously. The only thing you're doing is stalling the clock for 4 seconds or something, but you're giving the enemy team 600 or like, you know, 750 HP of ult charge, which is, you know, that's a decent amount of ult charge given. So just like not contest their group with the team instead. But it's not the biggest ever in the world. Well, it's like whatever, but you know. Okay, look at the bomb. Where's the bomb? Unlucky. You should have just backed off and like looked where's the bomb and then fly away. You failed to see where it came from somehow. There is an indicator. You probably know, like that. Yeah, you should have been able to see that and fly away. I don't know what you're doing here. Your team is dead. You should just have... Okay, like... You think it's winnable, right? Like, when you come here. You lose 1, you lose 2. Now is the point where it's like absolutely not winnable. You're 3 people down, you ran and died before. So this is the moment where you just start matrixing and walking back. So you don't take too much damage. Walk away, back to base. But instead you like... Okay, now you're here, now it's too late. Now you just have to fly... Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be a bit of stagger, unfortunately. Close. Let's see. Yeah. You go up here to contest this high ground, that's good. You take a little bit too much damage, could have matrixed the D.Va a bit earlier. This top left high ground is now your job to contest, by the way. The enemy D.Va has a really good off angle here, and you're full HP, you have booster, so you should be going up here and fighting the enemy Lucio and the enemy D.Va. Nice kill on the McCree there, he was out of position. Look at that matrix, that was not the best, it didn't eat much of anything. It was, did not reach. Okay, you just want to die on the court, you don't want to, yeah. The bomb here is not the best, you know, if you keep track better of the kill feed. You should have seen that your team were 3 people down, so there's no way to win that fight. So you could have just died on the car to stop it from being pushed, and then the bomb when you respawn. If you threw a bomb here now, that could be big. You just matrix here. Just try to not peek too much. Yeah, you peeked a little bit too much there. You could have just stood behind cover better. Yeah. That's about it, I think. Yeah. So that's all. Hope you learned something. Hope it was helpful for you. And yeah. See ya. Bye.